Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here today. I have my wonderful, beautiful mother with me. Would you like to introduce yourself?
I am her mother, Tammy, and I am a licensed mental health counselor with the state of Florida. I'm also a national board certified counselor, which means that's a big thing. And then I am also EMDR certified, which is a very important topic that we will talk about today. Besides that, I think the most important one is her mother.
Yes, definitely. Today's video is going to be, obviously we're in a different setup, but it's okay. Today's video is going to be just a little bit different. I just wanted to talk about something that, you know, a lot of people have dealt with, and I have dealt with personally, is like anxiety or any other type of like mental stress type of thing. And we're going to be talking about how to handle it, and also this great technique that my mom just talked about, which is called EMDR, that I've actually done before. I've gone to a EMDR therapist and worked with stuff like that, and it's really great. So why don't you just give us like the overall definition of EMDR?
So EMDR stands for eye movement desensitization and reprocessing, a long word. Basically it was founded in 1987 by Dr. Shapiro. It started off with trauma, and then throughout the years, research has found it to be effective with anxiety, depression, self-esteem, life events, phobias, traumatic infidelity. So there's a lot of different areas where we could use EMDR.
I know for me personally, thankfully, it's not as big now, but my anxiety used to be really big and especially with like social events. So like going to church, if I was like walking in by myself, like I would freak out. I would like need someone with me that I felt safe. Otherwise I'd be like, okay, I can't be here. Like I'm just gonna go home. What are like some of the benefits of doing EMDR versus like regular therapy?
Regular therapy works. However, it could possibly take years to help. With EMDR, it speeds up the process. 1, 2, 3, you get that instant relief, okay? Not meaning days, okay? But you will be able to start feeling better in a short period of time rather than going through the traditional talk therapy with a regular therapist over years or many months.
Yeah, and I can definitely like vouch for that, because when I went for therapy, I was only there for like a month or two, and I was already seeing like progress through it. It's definitely crazy how fast it works, and you know, of course I was a little skeptical at first, but then after like seeing it and seeing how crazy it is, and like also hearing my mom talk about it all the time, I was like, okay, this stuff really works. Like it's crazy. Why don't you like also explain like some of the different tools that you use with EMDR?
Yeah, so we have those pulsars right there, actually, if you'd like to pick them up. And then what we do is I would turn them on. This is totally safe, and it's not
gonna like electrify you.
Yeah, it's not like
it's just like it's like a phone buzzing
lobotomy, something we're going to perform here or anything. This is very safe. It's very effective, and what you'll feel is a little pulse when Jessica turns it on, and you'll feel it, and you can maybe even hear it. So I ask you something that kind of still bothers you from your past. Maybe it's something that's causing you anxiety or depression or something traumatic that happened to you. What we do is we look at these pulsars with our eyes. So we want to be following it back and forth with our eye movement. Sort of what happens during our REM stage of sleep, which is the rapid eye movement. If we were hooked up to an EEG machine right now, basically you'd see the same kind of activity while you're sleeping that you do while you're awake holding these pulsars. We light up your whole network, and whatever we're working on, we bring it up here to our frontal lobe, and that's where you get to process. That's where you get insight and healing. And this is where you're able to release that stuff that's stored in our bodies.
Even stuff like walking or riding your bike.
Yeah,
can stimulate that.
Yep, that's that bilateral stimulation. Some regular exercise, some reading. A lot of people come to me and I don't have any more hobbies. I don't have any more interests. And that's where I encourage them to do stuff they love.
Yeah.
because that also helps with taking that edge off of the stress.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, we're gonna have stress the rest of our lives. I hate to tell you. I like to tell you we're not gonna have stress the rest of our lives.
That'd be ideal.
But the reality is we're gonna have stress.
Yeah.
It's how you cope with it. It's how you manage the stress.
Okay, so my mom's gonna show you like this little diagram that she has. It's called like her stress thermometer to kind of give you a visualization.
So we're gonna look at two of those elements today, okay? And the first one is gonna be
biology.
Okay, so our body, right? Our body chemistry, right? 98.6. The doctors, the experts tell me that's our normal body temperature.
Yeah.
Okay, so what happens when you get a fever and you're not feeling well? You get a virus,
Like the physical.
flu,
The physical.
physical symptoms. What happens?
You get cold.
Body aches,
You're tired. Sometimes nauseous.
Okay. What's the temperature number you usually run?
In like the hundreds.
In the hundreds, right?
Yeah.
Hundreds. Okay. How do we get this down? What do we do to get it down?
You take medicine. Run a very cold bath. You rest.
Okay. That brings you back down to 98.6, right?
Yes.
Okay. For psychology, right side over here, and be 98.6 too. Okay. However, that's when you're controlling and managing your emotions on a daily basis. This is where a practice of mindfulness comes into play, where you're living in the moment, okay? You're not responding to something in your past, and you're not thinking ahead too much in the future. You're right here, right now.
Yeah.
You know? We're mindful of what's going on in our body, right? Yeah. So, what happens on this part of our stress thermometer here? So, if we run a fever, right? Usually what I see is prior trauma. And sorry about if it's kind of messy and not too
eligible.
Then what else do we have? We have current stressors.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe you're getting married. Maybe you just started a new job. Maybe there's a lot of maybes, right? So that's also on us, right? And then lastly is things outside of our control,
like
events.
A car accident.
Yep. A car accident, the unknowns, right?
Yeah.
Life, right?
Yeah.
Life happens, right? When this is at a fever, in the hundreds, people come to me with panic attacks. How do we get this back down to 98.6?
Go to therapy.
Yeah, go to therapy, okay. And then we do this thing called EMDR. And then, like with the other side, we had time. So we have coping skills, we have EMDR, and then we have time. And then we are right back in here, and life is good. Life is wonderful.
Speaking about some of these coping skills, like if people wanted, obviously to try therapy out, but if they weren't accessible to like the funds or didn't know where exactly to start, what are some like coping skills that you could give to people that they could do from their home?
I love to encourage people to do things that they originally love. So like some reading, if you love to read, if you love to journal, listen to music. However, it's got to be positive music, okay? Yeah. If you're depressed, don't listen to depressing music.
Yeah.
That's going to make you go down.
Definitely,
all right?
Yeah.
Some other things you could do. Count to 10, okay? These are things that'll help keep you mindful. Some deep breathing exercises. The more you engage your senses, the more mindful it's going to help to let you become present in the moment. One of the coping skills I give that is a really neat thing to do is look around this room and identify 5 things in this room.
Your diploma. That sloth and pictures. What was that, 3? Your suitcase and the markers.
Okay, as you were noticing the different things in the room, were you thinking about anything else?
No.
You're pretty present.
Yeah.
So try that, all right? Another one of my favorite things to do is, you ever have sweaty palms?
All the time.
Okay, let's think of your favorite food. What would that be?
I'm overcomplicating this. We'll just say sushi.
Sushi.
Yeah.
All right. Do you have your restaurant where you're eating your sushi?
Sushi Eat Station.
All right, you got that place. You have the sushi kind. What
Yes.
kind of sushi
Yes.
do you have?
It's a bowl, and it's like a sushi bowl.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Did you notice any changes in your saliva as we started talking about
Yes,
this?
I got hungry. My stomach started growling.
Okay, this is bringing water back into our core. Okay, it's stimulating our brain and everything to bring water back into our core.
Oh,
So
okay.
that's a good exercise, especially if you have sweaty palms and the water is being released from our core, our body. That's a way to bring the water back into our body.
We're filming a video. Can we call you back?
Yeah, fine.
Bye.
The more you're aware of your feelings, your emotions versus your thoughts and your body sensations, the better you'll be able to be mindful, to be living in the present.
So that's just like some of the things that, my mom does, and also like some little like tips to give you guys if you are dealing with anxiety or any other, depression, anything like that. Just first and foremost, I always want you guys to know that you can always message me if you are ever going through anything. I will always be there for you guys. I relate to this stuff a lot. I dealt with anxiety and depression growing up. Thank the Lord Jesus Christ, I don't deal with that stuff anymore. But as my mom said, sometimes situations happen, and stressful situations can occur. Through the help of like my mom being a licensed mental health counselor and also going through my own therapy, I have been able to get a hold of these coping skills to help me maneuver around these stressful situations. I want to thank you for being on my channel officially. She had like a little snippet of being in there in the QS vlog, and she will be in more, thankfully. But also for you guys, if you didn't know, my mom is also the CEO of her nonprofit organization called Broken Wings Ministry. I will have the website linked down below if you want to check it out. Big things are coming for that too. I will also link down our Facebook page if you want to go ahead and check that out as well.
And Instagram.
And our Instagram as well. We just got an Instagram. It's great. It's it's gonna flourish soon, but go ahead and check that out. So all of those will be linked down below. I just want to thank you guys again so much for watching. Make sure that you like this video. If you have any other questions about EMDR specifically, or any type of anxiety questions, any of that, you can either comment down below, or like I said, you can message me privately on any of my social medias, which will also be linked down below. Make sure you hit the subscribe button and turn on the little notification bell that's right next to it. Thank you so much again, my dearest mother, for being on my channel. And I will see you guys on Friday. Peace. You're so weird.